against the people. This isn't the Soviet Union or Germany or China. You are going to be absolutely annihilated, and so are the people. It is going to be a bloodbath. How do we avert this? How do we stop it?
Hello, this is Steve Shank. You might not be able to spell Constitution, but you sure know how important it is. You might not be missing any shirts from your closet, but you have given the shirt off your back hundreds of times. You might not understand the thousands of laws that exist, but you do live by the 10 Commandments. You might not know who the bad guys are or what you should be complaining about, but you do know what to be thankful for. You might not be looking for a government handout, but you do know how to lend a helping hand. eFoodsDirect.com. There might be a lot that you don't know, but you do know that you want to take care of your family. eFoodsDirect.com. You might not be able to own a farm, but you can have the food that came from one. eFoodsDirect.com, 800-409-5633. We're thankful for the chance to lend a hand with food for you and your family. On the web, eFoodsDirect.com, or call 800-409-5633.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
I'm Todd Davis, CEO of LifeLock, and what I'm about to tell you is true. My real Social Security number is 457-55-5462. You may think I'm crazy, but I know my identity is safe. At LifeLock, every member is covered by our $1 million total service guarantee.
Every 3 seconds, someone's identity is stolen. It's not just the money that's being stolen, it's your reputation, your credit, and your valuable time to fix the huge mess. At LifeLock, we aim to prevent identity theft before it happens. And if anything happens while you're a client of LifeLock, you'll be protected by our exclusive $1 million total service guarantee. With LifeLock, you'll also see a huge reduction in junk mail and pre-approved credit offers. Call 1-800-605-4229 right now and get 30 days of LifeLock for free. Protect yourself and your family from identity theft. And when you call right now, get 30 days free. Call now, 1-800-605-4229. That's 1-800-605-4229. Again, 1-800-605-4229.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Why do they call it a spirit of 1776? It's an attitude, a mindset. And yes, liberty, freedom, justice is a spirit. You know, you can boil it down to science, almost like a wavelength that mammals put off or other creatures. You know, how does a rat know when a tornado's coming 2 days before? It knows in its gut. It has, you know, how do birds know how to fly thousands of miles that have, you know, hatched out a few months before out of eggs, and they know how to fly without their parents, you know, 3,000 or 4,000 miles to another continent. Call it spirit, call it stuff about our brains we don't understand. Things unknown, whatever. It's a spirit of liberty. That's why they have a spirit of darkness. 50 million abortions, corruption, police in black uniforms, everybody wearing skulls and death. All these trappings mean something. It's a spirit of bondage, a spirit of destruction, a spirit of death and fire. That's not the spirit I like. And I know the spirit of liberty and honor is much stronger. And the Satanists and the Luciferians go to the dark side believing, you know, it has all this power. And I guess in a way, it does give them a petty power the moment they flip it on. The moment you flip the switch into evil, it's there. Goodness takes sacrifice. Goodness takes commitment. Goodness means you have to go through tribulation. You have to go through fear. And it's a test, and you like with all things, it progresses. And it gets better and better as you stand up for what's right. Studying evil, which I've done, it's better up front and then gets worse. You understand how that works? Whereas goodness is really hard up front, but gets better as you get deeper into it and lay your life down, lay your name down. And that's why the establishment back in the 40s, they'd had the income tax since 1913, but nobody had, maybe 1% tax rate for a small group of people, just getting it set up, everybody trained. Because people wouldn't pay it. They wouldn't put up with it. They tried. But they got them to in 1943, the spirit of 43. And Milton Friedman said, we'll just do withholding from all their factory checks. We'll say it's treason if you don't pay and if the companies don't take the money out. And they said it was to fight the war when the government could issue its own currency to begin with. And, of course, it was a good war against Hitler until you realize that Hitler was set up by British and U.S. intelligence. Now, does that mean he didn't have to be fought? No, they create these boogeymen that come after you. But they set him up, just like they set up the communist. That's now declassified on record. Let's go to the calls. Mark in Oregon, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Today. Hi, Alex. How you doing today?
Good, Mark.
Alex, actually, I have two heartfelt suggestions here for you today, and wanted to give them to you and be most interested to hear your comment about them. First one is that you have a money bomb. Last time I made that request a couple of months ago, you said that was definitely on the front burner, but I understand there can be complications and such like that, but I don't really like
asking. I'm trying to finish the projects I've got.
Right.
And believe it or not, we got 7,800 square foot office.
I do know that.
And we've already filled it up with equipment and stuff. I've got a little area for the TV studio. I'm trying to build it. But the space right next to us, we're in the cheapest stuff in Austin, out on the edge of town, industrial area. And they've rented out everything but the space right next to us. And they just offered us that at half price. I may have to do a money bomb just to ensure I had 2-3 years of rent for that and to put in the proper equipment. But then we can go to the whole next level. If the money bomb, brought in $200,000 or so, because then I'd spend it all to make sure we'd have to spend, pay taxes on it. But the way they make you amortize out equipment, I have to go ahead and pay tax on equipment I bought that first and second year, and then down the road take it as a tax break. So again, I buy a computer, a $5,000 computer and $1,000 software, and I've got to amortize it out over 2 or 3 years. Schedule it out. But people say, "Oh, well, just don't pay them, Alex." Oh, like Dick Simcannon of Aero Custom Plastics and everybody else. And I mean, there's people just speaking out against the IRS being arrested for it. Like Erwin Schiff, Peter Schiff's dad, and Joe Bannister and Sherry Jackson and all them. I mean, these people don't play games. So I'm picking my fight. I'm picking the fights I'm going to have. I'm not picking a fight with the IRS. I'm following all their stupid, phony regulations and laws. It's just that I haven't really wanted to do a money bomb, but we've decided to do a money bomb. And funny you called. I finally said yesterday, I keep procrastinating, launch the money bomb. And are we going to have that ready to launch by Friday, the date of the money bomb? I'm going to go ahead and announce it now. It's the only way to get things done around here. People will just keep procrastinating because I want to just have a basic little widget. And, and you think we've got all this technological skill here that just shows as people sign up, that Billy Bob from Texas is pledged to give on the money bomb date. And so we need to do that. And so, you know what? We're going to have the money bomb on what's the 20th of May? Isn't that a Wednesday? So we'll go ahead and announce